Studies, Class 3, Lesson 8, Means of Transport. Okay, so you are travel, right? You go from home to another home or a shop or one place to another. How do you go? Yes, if it is near, you go by walk. But what to far places? Yes, we all travel, right? We go by a bicycle or an auto or we take a bus or train. What are these? Yes, these are the means of transport. Can you think of different means of transport? Yes, what all help you to travel from one place to another? Yes, an auto rickshaw, a bus, aeroplane, train. Yes, so in this chapter we learn about the different means of transport. How the early men didn't have any of these. They would go on their legs. They would walk long distances carrying all the goods. But now our life has been so much easier because of means of transport. Yes? So in this chapter, let us go through the different means of transport, how they help us to travel or even carry the goods. Yes, so in this chapter, we will study each and everything in a little detail. So when I talk about transport, what comes first in mind? Yes, what is the most basic thing which helps in the movement? A wheel. The main thing that led to the development of transport was one simple invention of a wheel. Why is the shape of wheel round and not rectangular or square or a triangle? Why? Have you ever thought about this? What would happen if the wheel was in a shape of a rectangle? Can you see? It would be like so difficult for it to go, right? But what? We have a wheel which is round in shape. It can go with so much ease, right? That was the most basic and the most important invention, the invention of wheel. So using wheel, the man early, he invented a wheel cart. And what he would do is, he would tie the wheel cart to an animal. That animal could have been a horse or a camel or a cow. So using that animal, that cart would get pulled, right? So on the cart, he would load his luggage, whatever he wants to carry on the cart, and the animal in the front would move and the wheels behind the cart would help him move. So this was one of the earlier inventions. So even now if you go to villages, right, you can see tongas or bullock carts which are being pulled with the help of an animal in the front, and they help us carry different goods and also people. Earlier people would have, right, they would travel in carts long distances. They would sit and the animal would carry them. There were no cars, there were no buses earlier. This was how the people earlier, and even now in certain villages you can see the bullock carts and the tongas which are being pulled with the help of an animal in the front and large wooden wheels behind. After many years of invention came the modern transport, the one with which we can see around us. Cars, buses, auto, rickshaws, the metro, railways, planes. So these are the modern transport, modern means of transport. They have made our life very easier. They save our time and our energy and are very helpful to us. So now let us see the different means of transport. So depending on the way the transport happens, we classify the means of transport into 4 types. The roadways, yes, so certainly by the name itself you can guess, the transport mainly happens on the road. And can you tell me, when I say railways, what comes to your mind? Yes, the trains which travel on a rail. Then the waterways. Waterways, what comes to your mind, children? Yes, the ships, the boat, huge, which travel in water. And then we have finally, everybody loves this, airways. Yes, the aeroplanes which travel in the air. Right? So now let us discuss one by one in detail. You can also have your own ideas when we discuss. So first comes the roadways. Roadways are a very important means of transport. Why? Because every little tiny villages, towns, cities can be very easily connected by the means of roads. Yes or no? And you definitely know the vehicles which travel on road, right? Bicycle, auto rickshaw, buses, cars, scooters, lorries. All these vehicles easily run on roads. Yes or no? So roads also join one state with the other. Yes, they are called the national highways. I think when you are traveling to places, you see NH63, NH2. NH is a short form for national highways. So to make the roads easier and identifiable, the roads are named by the government as national highways and a certain number. That makes us understand which road is connecting which cities. So we all love to travel by roads, right? We all go on road trips. Right, so this was about the roadways. They are very important because they connect every little town and village and cities. We now come to railways. Who doesn't love trains? We all love to travel in trains, right? Along with our family, we pack nice food and we go long distances in trains. Yes, train journeys are the most comfortable journeys. Yes, and trains also move fast. We don't have traffics the way we have on roads where we have to wait hours together in like big cities for the traffic to clear. We just wait for really long time. But that's not the case in trains. Trains are really fast. And trains as roadways connect little villages and towns and cities. Similarly, even trains connect along little towns and villages and the cities. Trains are pulled by an engine. I think all of you might have seen a train, right? There is a large big engine which makes a sound. I think you all are familiar with that. Right? The engine pulls the rest of the bogies. And there are different kinds of trains, right? There are local trains, there are passenger trains, there are express trains, there are goods trains. But what are they? In cities like Mumbai and Hyderabad, because the cities are large, you have trains to connected inside the city itself. So they are the local trains. Yes, and you have express trains which connect the big large cities of the country. They are the express trains. Goods trains mainly carry the goods. That's why they are called the goods trains. So trains make the transport very fast and convenient for people. So this was about the railways. Next we come to waterways. As the name itself suggests, this transport mainly takes place through the waterways. That is the seas or the oceans or the rivers. Yes, so mainly here large ships are used in this kind of transport. It is slow when you compare to railways and roadways. This transport takes time, but it is also cheap. So boats and launches are used in this kind of transport where goods as well as people can be transported. The ships mainly sail on the seas, and there are seaports along various states in our country where along the coastline. So our country has a very long coastline. Yes, coastline is the border of our country which has sea or an ocean beside it. So a place where the ships reaches and depart is called a port or a harbor. In like roadways, the buses have a point which is called as a bus station. Railways, trains have railway station or a train station. Similarly, in waterways, the ships have a port or a harbor. So ever when you are playing cricket or on a playground, suddenly you look up in the sky and you see a aeroplane. Every child is excited, right, to go. So this is another means of transport called the airways. Aeroplanes are the main source of transport. They go in air. This is one of the fastest means of transport, right? So if I give you an example, Hyderabad to Bangalore, if I can go on a road or in a train, it takes for me like say 6 to 8 hours. But if I go by a flight or an aeroplane, I go in like 2 hours or 1.5 hours. So it is the fastest means of transport, but it is also very expensive. Yes, the tickets, they are very pricey. And the place where the aeroplanes land is what? It is coming from the air and landing. Or takeoff. Takeoff is, it is taking off to the air. So the place where the aeroplanes land and take off is called an airport. Yes, we have many airports across India in large cities. You know which is the airport in Hyderabad? Yes, the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. Similarly, in Mumbai you have Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. In Bangalore you have Kempegowda Airport. So these are the most important names of the airports in large cities in our country. So Rajiv Gandhi International Airport is the largest airport in Asia. It is with all the modern facilities in it. So this was about the airways. All these are the different means of transport: the roadways, the airways, the railways, the waterways. These help us to travel from one place to another, making our life easier. So children, after this lesson, you have set of exercises which you can solve with the help of your teachers and parents, and you can revise the lesson once again. Thank you.